Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to Overlord. It is season 3, episode 5. It is, as it seems, the end of an arc. And you know what to do, as always, if you want to see the reaction, just go down into my descriptions. You will find a link, replace the circumflex dot parts with real dots and enjoy the reaction itself. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear out my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now, let's see. As I already said, I did not write down so much this time because, in general, the first half of the episode, the fight about the village, for the village, is something we kind of knew already would be happening, and there was not so much of a surprise in there for me. We had the attack on the front gate. Done by ogres, which I mean, it seems you can get those a bit more in numbers. Trolls are way harder to find. And he killed all the trolls, Eins did, except the one that belonged to the snake guy, to the Naga guy. So he sent in some ogres, which are kind of surprisingly easy to kill. I mean, I'm not talking they're so easy to kill, but they were able to handle them quite efficiently. Especially the first salves using volleys using arrows against them were really efficient. They were clever enough to build a weaker gate at one place so they could pull them in. I like the fact that they did kind of a maze, so they made like a second barrier which they stood behind. So that was clever. They had their melee fighters with spears and their own ogres behind with reach due to the weapons. So, the ogres would be stuck in the gate more neither, and you could shoot at them and hit them easily. So that was a good and well designed and managed defense. So it's good to see. They know what they're doing. I really expected that the chieftain would be in front and helping them, commanding them. But it's okay that she didn't. She has, yeah, she has her guys for that now. And they have a magic sword now, by the way. They killed off the zombie troll as well, which is a bit surprising to me. I'm not sure which level he had at this moment. I mean, if he is about the level of Hamuske as a living being, I guess being created as a zombie, he should be kind of the same level. I'm not sure if the city would have been able, if the town would have been able to hold him and to kill him. So I asked myself if they did it by themselves, by just chopping him into pieces, possibly, or if the other option, as example, he was the spell that kept him alive was maybe being removed then, so that he at a specified moment would have been falling dead. Or maybe he was just created as kind of a minor undead, as a weaker version, so that they had a fight, but they were able to kill him. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Lord Eins would be able to create him, using his already level, as kind of a champion, undead champion, so he would have been possibly not easy to kill at all. So, I mean, we could see that he wasn't moving very efficiently and everything. He was pretty much a stupid undead in many ways. We then had the attack inside of the city with the troll, which is the only troll that the Naga had, who then was burned to crisp by Lupus Regina. So I do not really see that this is much of a test for her. I mean, there was not really a problem for her. The only thing you could say kind of a test for her is that to see if she would intervene or not in such a case. Otherwise, Nephew would have been dead, no question there. I think that's kind of the only test there, but fighting-wise, none at all. So, I think it is more about if she would step in to help them or not. But thus she was kind of ordered to. Yeah, well, as I said, strange one. We have our two lovebirds finally together, which is a nice thing. We have the little sister Nemri going completely crazy about the Tomb of Nazareth, which I can completely understand. I mean, the good thing about little kids is they're in many ways extremely honest with their reactions. So she loves the tomb, she tells him, and you can clearly see that he likes it in many different ways. He really, and I think that's the backbone of this episode for me. He likes showing his tomb. He likes to show what he did build and what his friends did build. And I think this is one of the reasons why he opened it up for them to see it. He wants to share it. It is one thing if you have your subordinates, the NPCs he created and the others created, who now are full-fledged living beings, loving the tomb and loving everything and keeping it in shape and saying it's nice, you know. But it's a complete different thing if you have someone coming from the outside who has never seen it, step in those gates, walk through all the guards and the maidens, look at the throne with Lord Ein sitting there, and all of this stuff, visiting the whole tomb. Because it is a sparkle in the eye, this sense of wonder effect you have there. And that is even more honest and even more heartfelt in a kid. You know, a grown-up, as we've seen, would be like shunned, kind of. Would try to be silent, not to destroy this moment. Would walk very cautiously and speak very slowly and silently. And be desperate not to touch anything and stuff like that. You know, and it is this, okay, you honor how good it is. A kid will jump around, run around, will shout, will laugh, will play with everything, will want to touch everything standing around. And although that might be in some cases not good, it gives us this feeling of, wow, that's just nice. You know, the girl has fun, so we have fun. And I think somewhere deep inside, maybe not so deep inside, that is one of the reasons why Lord Eins did that. So, really good. Then they had the prepared meal, which we haven't seen and it isn't necessary. And there was another showing off. And I mean, it was like, yeah, okay, we know it. You got it. Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's doing this stuff, but they have access to food and, yeah, cooks, as we know, who just can't be matched easily. I mean, I think the main dish was meat from a dragon out of, I think, like I would say it is like the boss enemy of a high level dungeon, possibly. So yeah, okay. And I'm pretty sure that the after dish, which they had, intelligence apples, will possibly raise your stats. So another showing off and just saying, yeah, we got it, cool. But I mean, when you're there, what else do you want to do? He wants to make sure that the memory of the guild, the memory of what he did and what they created, stays alive. One way to do it is to share it, to make other people see it, live it, and understand it. And that's one way to do it, and he just did. So yeah, nice. Two more things. Another one on the list. As I already said, I'm pretty sure it's the girl. So he gave Lupus Regina a list of people to defend, to make sure they don't die in the village. I mean, that's why she stepped in for Nefri. And I'm pretty sure that Nemri, the little girl, this little sister, is on the list now as well. And she is just because he likes her. I don't think she is a high level anything yet, which would make her important for the meanings of Nazareth. I think it is just this, yeah, well, I like her thing. And last but not least, spice magic. So she likes sweet stuff, and there is some kind of magic which can create spices. Okay. Just by power gaming standards, that is stupid. But who cares? If you live in this world, You want to have good food? Sure, you will learn magic that increases your food quality, and people will pay for it. So, it is a way of living, you know? You can become a better cook by doing so. So why not? It would be interesting to see if we may see some of it in the future. I remember that in the D&D universe, which this magic here is based on, you have some food spells, but those are like 3 or 4 of them, and are mainly for creating food for your party to travel. And then on a higher level, not maximum, but higher level, you have a hero's feast, which is like a whole long table full of high class food and drinks. And you create it like that, and it is, I think it stays for 24 hours, something like that, and it is worth a lot of gold. Let's just say it like that. But it is a very, you know, it is one spell and you just create the great tasting food. While this spice magic would be like a whole complete niche of magic for food. So, I'm in for it. Give me some. That's it for this time. I think next time we will have a new arc. I'm pretty sure it felt a lot like this arc ended here. And, well, we will see what's going to happen. We know that some people are coming in. The Reginas Kingdom is still, yeah, sitting around. Possibly there will be some movement. And this, I guess the Emperor might show up. And we had a dragon and a woman who gave the ring to the royal warrior in the past, who wanted to make their move as well. So I'm waiting. I'm really waiting, and I hope that the next arc will bring some of these political conflicts that have been hinted to be appearing. So that's it for this time. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.